Hey, I'm Alex Comer and this is my 16.3 coaching session review and development plan. So, in my session, I aim to teach and get the participants to complete 3 types of passes in a game situation. By the end of the session, I want them to have completed 3 passes and then be able to do them in a game situation at the end. And session objectives is to teach them the lob pass, bounce pass, and chest pass, and that will be done through different activities, games, and demonstrations that I'll do to show them how they're all done. So some strengths of my session. So for the planning, it was researching into the drills, so I knew what drills I was doing, I knew how to do them, and I could set them up really easily, quickly before my session. And delivery, I demoed all the skills really well, and so everyone knew what they were doing and they could do everything after I told them, and everyone can complete it well. Some weaknesses, so I could have planned better. So the equipment, I was missing some equipment like bibs and stuff, so people didn't know what teams they were on. So that was bad. I could have planned more equipment. I could have maybe planned how I was going to feedback to them. So if someone was doing something wrong, I could have planned you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, I'll tell you how to do it properly. And a weakness of my delivery was I wasn't the most confident person in the world. I was quite quiet, and I was always fidgeting and doing something with someone else whilst talking to the group, so it didn't make me it looked like I was less confident. People might not have been able to understand what I was saying. Some opportunities I could go on a coaching course. So for planning, I could go on a coaching course, and that could teach me how to plan a session in advance. So really detailed how to plan, what exact equipment, how long it will be for, how you'll do it, all that. And also with the delivery, they'll teach you how to be more confident and how to speak louder in these coaching courses. And it'll just make it a lot easier for me to become more confident and then research and plan it a lot easier if I went on a coaching course. Some threats. So a risk assessment. So I'd have to do a risk assessment in my planning stage so that I knew I could work out some of the threats that would affect my session. So slippery floor, if someone slipped over and broke a leg or something, that would be really bad, and I'd have to send them to hospital and all that. And also if the wrong equipment was worn and someone someone collided with someone else, then that can result in a bad injury and people going to hospital. And also when I deliver it, I made sure people knew how what would happen if so I let people know whether there was slippery floor somewhere on the court, or if they were wearing got everyone to wear jewellery, take all their jewellery off, and kept it, so I made it as safe as possible. 3 strengths, so I was good at demonstrating, so everyone knew what they were doing and everyone could just get on with it well. I also went round and did good technical corrections, so once I demoed, when I went round and checked on how everyone was doing, I made sure that everyone was doing it correctly, and if they weren't, then I would tell them that they were doing a good job and praise them in that way. And I also kept everyone very active, so with all the drills it was a lot of moving about. There was a lot of moving about, and everyone kept active, kept their heart rate pumping, kept them got them up into a sweat, and you got them to run about a lot. So my first area for improvement is confidence. So that was when I was doing a drill, I'd be quite quiet, or I'd be fidgeting with like a ball or something, like bouncing it whilst I was talking to people. So that might, like, they might not be able to understand, like, hear what I'm saying, so they might do the drill wrong, or it might just be off-putting me doing something else with the ball or with whatever equipment I'm using at the time. And one way that I can work on this skill and improve it is if I did a coaching course. That would be an easier chance for me to transfer my skills into like more than one. So like say a 6-week coaching course, 7-week coaching course, then over the course of the week, so I'd be able to go to different age groups and interact with different people, become more confident in talking to people, and just learning how to be more confident and how to improve in talking to people, like less fidgety, less like walking about. Like another thing was I wasn't maybe praising people enough, so that would also give me a good chance to get comfortable with going around talking to people and be like, yeah, you're doing a good job with this, that was a good shot, that was a good pass, all that. So coaching courses would definitely help with my confidence in that I can meet new people, I can just get involved, get talking to people, like instruct people on how to do it, and then like chat to people that way. My second area for improvement was progression. So in my session, there wasn't much progression, so it was basically just the same drill repeated, and I didn't vary the drill, so it was maybe a bigger distance for them to pass, or more passes, or a different type of passes, whatever, like like someone moving past them whilst they're moving and all this. So I didn't do that, and a way that I could have improved that was planning better, and also being aware if people are finding my drills easy, trying to find a way to make it harder for them. So that would also come into planning. So I'd have to plan, like, I could plan a passing drill where someone would make 5 passes to someone else, and then in my plan I'd have, right, if that's too easy for them, then I can have one person moving whilst the other person passes to them, and then vice versa, or I could get a bigger distance, and then that would progress the drill and make it harder with them still doing the skill that I'm trying to teach them throughout the session. And you can do planning in coaching courses if you did it at college, like you could plan a session for your class or something, ask the teacher, and you can ask the teacher if you can take a fitness session or something, you can plan you can go through it with your teacher how to plan properly, or you can go through it with your coaching course instructor, whatever, how to plan properly, how to include everything you need. And another area for improvement was there was no way for people to tell teams, so I didn't get bibs out when I was doing mine, so people were wearing pretty much the same coloured clothes, so it's really difficult to tell teams. And a way that I can improve that is when I'm doing my planning or when I'm setting up the drills, I make sure that I can see that I have bibs out so that people can differentiate the two teams. And when I plan better, I put in the plan that people need bibs so that you can tell the difference between the two teams. Because that was quite confusing in the end when we were playing the game. People were passing to the wrong team, and that was something I should have seen and then addressed in the session. But the way that I can improve that is obviously planning and just doing more coaching. So if I got into a coaching course, that'd be an easier way for me to improve that and just see that I can get everyone involved, get everyone in different teams, and then differentiate those teams by getting them to wear either one team has a light t-shirt, the other team has a dark t-shirt, or just get one team to wear bibs, the other team to wear non-bibs, and it would just differentiate and it would make the drills a lot easier. And that is my 16.3 plan. That was my 16.3 review done.